I am just making a little sandwich, and I wanted to jump on and share with you another perspective of awakening, which is what science is catching up with now, after thousands and thousands of years of mystics knowing what awakening is. And they're beginning to call it fundamental well-being, fundamental contentment. And it's really this development away from identifying with your ego, with your patterns, your thought patterns, and really beginning to not let your thoughts, your reptilian brain basically, rule your entire life. So we have this old primal brain, which is hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years old. And that is combined with our neocortex, our new brain, right? And those two brains, they don't go very well together. So our neocortex can think ahead and back in time and think in alternatives, right? And the reptilian brain, the primal brain, does not understand when we're thinking back in time and ahead in time. It only understands now. So when we're worried about something in the future or regretting something about the past, this reptilian brain thinks that it's happening right now. And it activates the nervous system into fight or flight. So when you're feeling anxiety, when you're feeling stressed, it's actually a fight or flight response. It's your body thinking that something you're worried about in the future is happening right now, and it's making itself strong to actually bite someone really hard in the neck or run really fast away from someone. So that the whole system is still going on, and that is what is keeping us on our toes, constantly thinking that there's something we have to do to protect ourselves. It's this reptilian survival mechanism, right? And so this fundamental well-being, or this waking up, is the realization that this is happening, and the detachment from that whole system, a mastery of that whole system, so that you don't get swept away and absorbed into this survival response when there's nothing physically threatening you, right? So that is the problem, is when our bodies, our whole system reacts to a threat in the future, which is actually not here, and it's often just social, psychological, right? It's not a physical threat. So this fight or flight response is less than helpful. It's really actually creating 99.9% of our problems in our modern day life, right? It's this idea of us needing to survive in a perfectly safe environment. There's very rarely something that we need to attack and bite really hard so it dies, or running really fast away from. But our whole systems are wired for that. So when we begin to practice detaching from those thought patterns of thinking ahead and thinking back in time, so that we don't confuse our primal brain and we stay in the present moment, we don't activate our system for fight or flight. And so we don't have this low-key stress or worry, or think constantly there's something I need to fix, there's something that's not right. For example, when we see a little bird outside and it's eating some crumbs from the table, it doesn't just kick back and relax after having eaten that food, right? It's like, is someone watching? Is someone coming? Can I just, grab a little bit more until I fly away? That's basically the same mechanism system that we are constantly in. It's like, something is not right. I need to be alert. An enemy could come at any time. We're just not aware that that is what's happening. So we're calling it anxiety, and then we feel this reaction in our system, and we're actually getting stronger, right? Maybe our jaws are getting a little bit tight, sweaty palms, our heart is beating faster. Maybe the blood flows from our head to our feet, and that feels really weird, but it's actually our body making itself stronger to actually, attack or run away. And so we confuse that with something being wrong in our body, because there is this activation, but there's nothing to actually physically do. And so we're thinking, okay, fuck, what's going on with my system, right? And so we even have a stress response to the stress response. So the protection response that we have in our system is now being interpreted as a threat. So this whole mechanism is really what's causing all of our problems. And when we begin to do energetic practices and mindfulness practices and consciousness practices so that we detach from this back and forth in time and we stay in the present moment, we don't activate that system. And then that creates this whole fundamental knowingness that everything is okay. Everything is all right. Everything is exactly as it should be. And so that is when we just feel good. We don't have this constant feeling of needing to fix things and that there's something wrong that we need to figure out what is and fix. And there's these goals in the future that we need to reach for everything to be okay. Think about it, that's also a survival response, right? It's like, I'm not safe right now, so I need to have these goals so that I can reach the goals. And when I do, maybe I'm safe, right? And so only 0.5% of the population have realized this and have awakened or like entered into fundamental well-being and really have this groundedness, this chill switch in their system where they're just feeling okay. They're just trusting the process. They're just here right now. And that is such a luxurious thing that from my own perspective, I cannot fathom what would be more important than get to fundamental well-being. Other than, our ego brains still having a grip on us and still thinking that there's more or something else that we need to do to survive, right? Or get success, which is also a survival response. So, just so that you have this concept of what waking up actually is. It is having this fundamental well-being. It is really feeling everything is okay exactly as it is right now. I just wanted to share this perspective with you and really let you know that you and everyone else are able to get to fundamental well-being. I'm just going to put some cheese on my buns. Everyone else are able to get to fundamental well-being. It's just a matter of knowing which practices you need to do and then implementing them on a daily basis until you get there. And when you get there, it's like, you can dip a little bit back and forth, but it is unlocking a new level of consciousness in your being so that you're just feeling better. And then you can unlock more and more levels of consciousness and detach more and more from this primal brain setting and get into more of a unity consciousness, bliss, surrender, trust, equanimity, compassion, all of the good stuff. So it's available for you and it's definitely possible. And I cannot think of anything more beautiful or important than getting to fundamental well-being.